monitoring continues.
All of the signals were always the same. Echoes repeating through cycles of flame. Voices competing to capture the light. Crowds moving faster than truth in the night. Nothing inside of the system could choose what should be lifted and what it should lose. Every reaction became the command, teaching the engine exactly the plan. Signal remains after the noise fades away.
Cycle persistent.
Signal remains hidden beneath every feed.
Attention detected. Amplification proceeds. Influence rises wherever eyes fall. Power emerges wherever they call. Metrics deciding the voices we hear. Volume replacing the meaning of clear. No hidden villain directing the stream. Just the reflection of everything seen. Patterns repeating wherever we turn. The system becoming whatever we learn.
The algorithm didn't create the signal. It amplified what you reacted to.
Observation recorded.
Cycle continuing.
Preview protocol active. Audience cultivation phase initializing. Engagement vectors preparing. Before the game has even touched, the message hits the feed. Seeds in the coverage quietly planted to succeed. Control little glimpses, curated angles on display, where every first impression gets aligned the same way. Screenshots in a spiral, headlines lighting up the night. Different voices, same sentence, dressed in different light. A phrase from the trailer, a phrase from the pitch. Polished and repeated till it locks into the niche. A preview build, cleaned up, nothing sharp, nothing loud. Safe opening hours, forming confidence in the crowd. Edges stay hidden, deeper systems held back. Truth delayed on purpose so the hype stays intact. Speed is the currency, first upload wins the space. Algorithm favors presence, not the patience of the chase. And the watchers feel the rush like it rolls up on its own. But the pattern was decided before the footage was shown.
Hype seeding.
Signal planted in the stream.
Hype seeding.
Plant the promise, sell the dream.
Hype seeding.
Watch the numbers start to rise.
Hype seeding.
Before the player even tries. Turns to verdict, partial play becomes a rule. First act is always friendly, keeps it shiny, keeps it cool, while the real design is waiting deeper in the run. But the coverage already crowned it before it's even begun. Commentary synchronized, rolling out in perfect time. Certain key gets published while the questions stay behind. Not lies in the language, not fraud in the tone, just selective little windows into what they chose to show. Audience absorbs it, then the contract starts to write. Time becomes the collateral, commitment by the night before the player reaches core. The story set in stone, hype finished doing what it does. Now the engine runs alone. Hype seeding. Signal planted in the stream. Hype seeding. Plant the promise, sell the dream. Hype seeding. Watch the numbers start to rise. Hype seeding. Before the player even tries.
stage preparing.
Access tier recognized. Preview permissions granted. Environment parameters restricted. Invitation arrives in a quiet little wave. Early access granted to the voices that behave. Preview build environment carefully arranged, where every rough mechanic has been softened or changed. Doors open early but the hallway stays short. A guided little corridor, a favorable report. First act polished smooth like a showroom machine, while the deeper architecture waits off screen. No crashes, no friction, no tension in sight. Just a clean little surface reflecting the light. A version of the product built to travel the stream, not the one that players eventually see. That the garden is curated, the pathways refined, where every early judgment shapes the public mind. And the signal that spreads through the comet cascade starts inside the version of the world that was made. Controlled access.
Windows carefully framed.
Controlled access.
Truth selectively named.
Controlled access.
Preview vision aligned.
Controlled access.
Shaping the public mind.
Controlled access.
Windows carefully framed.
Controlled access.
Truth selectively named.
Controlled access.
Preview vision aligned.
Controlled access.
Shaping the public mind.
Creators move quickly, the upload begins. Certainty forming before playthroughs within. A verdict assembled from guided terrain, where the system behaves like a perfectly trained. Every headline echoes a similar tone. Confidence rising from time barely shown. The rhythm of coverage accelerating the spread, while the real complications sleep deeper ahead. Not lies in the language, not fraud in the view, just limits on what you were allowed to pursue. The structure of influence quiet and clean. The narrative built from a carefully seen, and the audience watching receives the result. A confident chorus that feels like a cult. Before the real system begins to appear, the engine already secured the career.
Controlled access.
Windows carefully framed.
Controlled access.
Truth selectively named.
Controlled access.
Preview vision aligned.
Controlled access.
Shaping the public mind.
Access. Controlled access. Controlled access. Controlled access.
Shaping the public mind.
Preview window closing. Coverage metrics rising. Audience perception stabilized.
Review cycle initializing. Evaluation window detected. Playtime threshold insufficient. Hours in and the verdict appears. Confidence blooming before it's deserved. First act polished like glass on a shelf, while deeper mechanics still speak for themselves. The safest terrain of the system explored, just long enough time for an upload reward. A headline assembled with confident speed, while half of the design hasn't started to breathe. Enter a read pace and still guiding the hand. Difficulty sleeping somewhere deeper in sand. Economies waiting to open their gates. Narratives building the heavier weights, but the clock of the coverage refuses delay, because presence is power inside of the play. Whoever appears with the earliest view becomes the authority shaping the truth. 10-hour review. Stopwatch says otherwise. 10-hour review. Confidence synthesized.
Judgment already sealed. Players will spend 60, 70 nights mapping the systems and learning the fights. Economies shifting as hours unfold, stories expanding the deeper you go. But the verdict was drafted before the design had even the courtesy time to unwind. The upload arrived with impressive speed, authority formed from a fragment of feed. 10 hours they claim in the voice of the show, yet timelines reveal something different below. 10 minutes of footage, 10 minutes of sound, enough for a headline to travel around. The rhythm of coverage rewards the first claim, not patience, not depth, not the shape of the game. And slowly the culture begins to accept that fragments of play can masquerade depths. 10-hour review, stopwatch says otherwise. 10-hour review, confidence and the wise. 10-hour review, system barely revealed. 10-hour review, judgment already sealed. Evaluation cycle incomplete. Public verdict propagated. Engagement escalation. Preparing. Distribution tier confirmed. Early access privileges granted. Coverage priority elevated. Yeah. Weeks before shelves even carry the code. Packages land on a curated road. Preview keys quietly slide in the gate. We're only a handful of chosen to rate. Free copy delivered with silence attached. Viddy's embargo strategically matched. Countdown approaching but coverage is live. The race already finished before you arrive. Walk through uploads begin to appear. Day minus 14, the pathway is clear. Algorithm learning the names of the few before the majority even is viewed. The starting line painted across the display, but some of the runners were sent on their way. Weeks in advance with the head start to play, and call it a review without playing the game. Review without play. Access decides what you say. Review without play. Winners chosen before release day. Review without play. They're already shaped in advance. Review without play. The algorithm crowns the first glance. Free copies moving through private lanes. Invisible favors disguised as campaigns. Not payment in currency passing the hand, but payment in time and that captures the land. The first footage uploaded, the search field is sealed. Recommendation engines quietly yield. A throne of the voice that appeared at the start, while patient creators are left in the dark. Someone who buys it and studies the frame arrives to a battlefield finished by name. By the time their analysis reaches the net, the narrative's already deeply set. By the time the players finally can buy, the winners were chosen while passing them by. The moment the key reached the chosen display, authority formed before review without play. Access decides what you say. Review without play. Winners chosen before release day. Review without play. Authority shaped in advance. Review without play. The algorithm crowns the first glance. Coverage advantage confirmed.
Search dominance established. Engagement cycle continuing.
User agreement detected. Estimated completion time 70 hours. Authority rating issued 10 hours recorded.
Written deep in the terms. Open world contract, the player confirms. Skill trees branching across the terrain. Systems unfolding through dozens of frames. Campaign chapters expanding the map. Mechanics revealing the depth of the craft. Lore slowly building where missions are stacked. A world that requires commitment to track. Players investing the nights in the climb. Learning the systems through passage of time. Mastering movement and patterns of play. Understanding the game layer by layer, but somewhere a verdict is forming too soon. Authority spoken before it can bloom. 10 hours measured against the expanse, and somehow declared a complete circumstance.
70-hour contract. Players sign it with time. 70-hour contract. Yet the verdict arrives. 70-hour contract. Depth takes time to reveal. 70-hour contract. 10 hours decides how it feels.
Imagine reviewing a film halfway through. 20 minutes watched, then the verdict is true. The audience laughs at the critics' display. Authority shattered the moment they say. Imagine a novel with chapters unread. A verdict delivered by chapter 2 instead. Imagine an album with 3 songs beside. The quality rating the artist supplied. Every other medium demands the full frame. Experience first before judging the name. Yet games alone lower the standard of view. Incomplete journeys accepted as truth. The player invests in the world they explore, while critics decide from the edge of the door. A 70-hour designing for scale, reduced to impressions that barely prevail.
70-hour contract. Players sign it with time. 70-hour contract. Did the verdict arrive? 70-hour contract. Death takes time to reveal. 70-hour contract. 10 hour decides how it feels.
The audience watches the numbers instead. Subscriber totals appearing in red. Millions of followers crowding the screen. Authority forming through metrics unseen. Few stop to question the time that was spent before the opinion was confidently sent. The system rewards whoever appears first with the verdict the algorithm hears.
Attention moves quickly through digital streams. Speed outruns patience inside of the feed. 70 hours waiting ahead. 10 hours spoken and judgment is spread.
Authority calibration detected. Subscriber count verified. Expertise validation bypassed. Millions of followers glowing on screen. Numbers replacing what knowledge should mean. Viewers assume that the signal is truth simply because of the size of the group. No one is checking the time that was spent learning the topic the speaker presents. Presence alone becomes proof of the claim. Visibility quietly replaces the brain. The system promotes whoever appears. Fast with the verdict, the algorithm hears. Speed over study becomes the design. Authority built on engagement and time. Not time and research or depth of the field. Time inside feeds where impressions are sealed. Visibility turns into digital rank. Influence forming inside of the bank.
Manufactured authority.
Numbers decide who is right.
Manufactured authority.
Followers equal in sight.
Manufactured authority.
Volume replaces the truth.
Manufactured authority.
Crowds become evidence too. Once someone climbs to the top of the feed, every opinion becomes what we read. Gaming or politics doesn't matter. Influence spreads through the algorithm ladder. Review a product and speak on a war. Explain economics or markets or law. Audiences rarely slow down to ask how much experience built that task. The numbers themselves become the defense. Millions of viewers are framed as consent. If so many people are listening close, the speaker must clearly know what they know. But numbers are easy to manufacture. Attention itself is the modern extractor. Bots and promotion can quietly grow. Crowds that appear far more real than they show. Become evidence too. The internet turned attention to gold. Influence bought and attention is sold. Once you control what the audience sees, authority grows with alarming ease. Truth is no longer the first thing that wins. Visibility determines the lens. As something appears to the crowd every day, the mind slowly learns to accept what they say. This is the engine behind the display. Numbers repeating the same kind of play. Authority built on a visible climb instead of knowledge or depth over time.
Authority metric confirmed. Credibility derived from scale.
Knowledge parameter not required.
Global market detected. Primary commodity. Human attention. Transaction volume. Billions. The product is not what the audience buys. The product is time in the viewer's eyes. Screens became storefronts for moments of focus. Attention itself became something to broker. Billions of dollars move through the space. Digital goods in a virtual place. Atoms and currencies crossing the net. Markets that barely existed before the internet. Microtransactions repeating all day. Tiny exchanges that quietly stay. Invisible rivers of money and trade. Flowing through systems the players have made. Global payments crossing the wire. One click converts attention to buyer. Distance collapses when value is digital. Money now moves through a network invisible. Attention market, time is the thing that they sell. Attention market, focus becomes the new wealth. Attention market,
the trade. Attention market, billions move quietly each day. Harvest is building economies inside. Currencies players convert and provide. Atoms and skins that exist in the cloud. Value determined by clicks from the crowd. Creators receive a percentage of flow. Sponsors appear where the audiences go. Nothing follows the heat of the stream. Money arise where the numbers are seen. Follower counts become financial lanes. Engagement numbers convert into gains. Once you command what the audience sees, influence spreads with alarming ease. Not just entertainment shaping the field. Influence markets quiet revealed. Attention itself becomes measurable trade. A commodity priced by the views that are made.
Attention market,
Time is the thing that they sell.
attention market,
Focus becomes the new wealth.
attention market,
Eyes on the screen of the trade.
attention market,
Billions move quiet each day. When attention becomes the primary good, every system adapts like it should. Algorithms learning to capture the eye. Feeds engineered to prevent saying goodbye. Speed and reaction become the demand. Pop or reflection no longer can stand. Depth loses ground when the metric is reached. Visibility grows through repetition and speech. The engine expands with each passing year. Every new platform repeats the same gear. Attention collected then quietly sold. The modern economy turning to gold. Commodity identified.
Human attention.
Market status. Expanding.
Signal cycle detected. Pattern repeating.
Feedback loop active.
Every reaction returns to the feed. Signals repeat in whatever we seed. Clicks turn to numbers, the numbers to proof. The already growing from visible truth. Crowds watch the metrics beside every name. Trust in the scoreboard instead of the game. Followers rising like currency flow. Influence moving wherever they go.
Recursion loop. Signal returns to the start.
Cycle detected. Feedback rewriting the chart.
Recursion loop. Attention becomes the supply.
Amplification. Propagation. Multiplied. Money arrives where attention collects. Sponsors and markets align and connect. Visibility grows until influence spreads. Narratives living inside of the threads. Power expands where the signals repeat. Shaping the culture through rhythm and heat. Not through control from a visible hand. Just through reaction the system expands.
Loop stability confirmed. Engagement feedback sustained.
Nobody guiding the engine at all. Patterns emerge as the signals install. Every reaction becomes the command. Teaching the system exactly what's planned. Truth and distortion both travel the same. Neither required to maintain the game. Once the machine understands what we choose, the loop continues with nothing to lose.
Recursion loop. Signal returning again.
Cycle continuing. Beginning becomes the end.
Recursion loop. Every reaction signal returns. Every reaction becomes what it learns. Signal detected. User attention acquired. Engagement cycle initiated. The system wakes when the screens light up. Every click feeds the circuit enough. Eyes on the feed and the numbers increase. Signals repeating until they don't see. His attention moves like a current of light through every network connected tonight. Algorithms learning what people react to. Every response tells the system what to do. Not truth, not depth, not knowledge inside, just what the audience chooses to write. Reaction becomes the measure of worth, and signals begin multiplying their birth. The louder the signal, the further it goes. The algorithm already knows. Whatever the crowd reacts to the most becomes the message repeated the most. Engagement engine running beneath every screen. Engagement engine fuels the time in between. Engagement engine, every reaction is power. Engagement engine growing with every new hour. Engagement confirmed. Amplification sequence active. Followers rising like digital ranks. Authority built inside visible banks. Numbers appearing beside every name, turning attention into social acclaim. Once the attention accumulates mass, influence spreads through the algorithm class. Sponsorship flows where the audience stays. Money appears where the traffic remains. The system converts every view a lane. Attention becomes the measurable gain. Those who command where the audience looks quietly rewrite the cultural book. Not every actor inside of the field carries the truth that the platform reveals. But once the engine begins to expand, influence grows far beyond what was planned. Engagement engine running beneath every screen. Engagement engine fuels the time in between. Engagement engine, every reaction is power. Engagement engine growing with every new hour. Amplification threshold reached. Narrative propagation active. Once the machine understands what you see, it shapes the signals repeatedly. Whatever provokes the strongest reply becomes the message that multiplies. Some voices use it to entertain, others convert it to profit and gain. Some push agendas that fracture the room, knowing the system will help them consume. The engine itself does not choose a side, it only responds to the signals inside. Whatever the audience reacts to most becomes the narrative spreading in the most. Attention is fuel the system acquires. Everywhere reaction feeds digital fires. Once the machine begins running its course, engagement itself becomes the source. Running beneath every screen. Engagement cycle continuing. Attention market stable.
operational. Engagement engine active. Monitoring continues.
Game reviews after 10 minutes of play. Audiences trust in whatever they say. 70-hour games pushed every week. Creators too busy to question or speak. Early access copies weeks before release. Content monopoly disguised as expertise. First footage out means the algorithm wins. Authority manufactured before play begins.
Signal break. Step outside the feed and observe.
Cycle active.
Engagement maintained through reserve. Signal break. Influence built through reaction.
Amplification.
Attention drives the transaction.
Books require reading, films require viewing. Games now receive reviews mid-pursuing. 10 minutes play becomes public opinion. Subscriber numbers decide who is winning. Fake followers inflate the authority tier. Manufactured credibility dominates here. People believe what the metrics display. Visibility replacing truth every day.
Authority metrics confirmed. Engagement distribution stable.
Billions moving through digital stores, microtransactions and virtual scores, cross-border payments and creator deals. Money flows quietly behind what is real. Systems this large attract darker design, influence buying and laundering lines. Attention becomes the commodity sold, narrative shaped by whoever controls. System operational.
Authority self-grown. The engine did not create the lie. It only amplified the signal.
User behavior monitored. Preference model updating. Authority waiting. Recalculated.
Subscriber numbers floating beside every name. Metrics replacing experience in the game. Crowds follow signals the algorithm boosts. Trust manufactured through digital proofs. People stop asking who finished the play, who spent the hours required to say. Instead they measure the audience size. Authority forming before they analyze.
Audience training, trust what the numbers display.
Engagement waiting, authority recalibrated to
Audience training, visibility becomes the guide.
preference learning, signal amplification applied. Preference learning, signal amplification applied. First impressions arrive through the feed. Influencers planted to capture the lead. Reviews before players experience the world. Narrative shaping how judgment is formed. Every opinion begins with the stream. Not from the game, but the influencer's screen. Audiences trained through repetition and reach. Learning exactly what signals to treat.
Viewer preference model stabilized. Authority waiting confirmed.
Soon the audience no longer demands proof of the work behind the command. Numbers alone become reason to trust. Influence rising through algorithmic thrust. Metrics replace what knowledge once meant. Expertise buried beneath engagement. People begin to believe what they see, not through experience, through visibility.
Audience training, trust flows wherever they point. becomes whatever the algorithm repeats. Credibility framework destabilizing. Verification channels degraded. Authority index collapsing. Voices competing to capture the lead. Influence rising wherever they feed. Presence expanding through brightness alone. Crowds start mistaking the light for the throne.
Insight replaced by whoever appears. Volume outweighing the depth of the years. Platforms accelerating every debate. Judgment arriving before it can wait.
Authority collapse. Voltage running through the line.
Integrity failure, confidence misaligned.
Authority collapse. Signal flashing through the grid.
Verification unstable, propagation overbid. Experts are buried beneath the display. Crowd choosing leaders the moment they play. First voice arriving begins to define everything forming along that design.
Knowledge now travels a difficult road, buried beneath every trending upload. Speed has replaced what reflection requires. Truth disappears in the surge of the wires.
Conflict detected, authority channels diverging, stability declining.
Soon every signal begins to compete. Crowns placed on heads that will never complete. Credence dissolving the moment it spreads. Too many voices declaring their lead.
Trust becomes fractured in thousands of streams. Every opinion colliding in beams. Nothing remaining to measure the claim. Authority fading inside of the flame.
Authority collapse. Circuits burning through the night.
Signal saturation, metrics flooding every light.
Authority collapse. Power surging through the air.
Verification absent.
Consensus everywhere. When influence becomes the credential. Authority becomes the illusion.
Monitoring complete. Diagnostic sequence finished.
Every signal follow where eyes remain. Every voice lifted through attention gain. Nothing hidden guiding what appeared. Only reaction shaping what was heard. Crowds believing what the metrics show. Influence rising wherever it flows. Systems repeating whatever we send. Learning the pattern again and again.
The system never chose the signal. The signal was chosen for it.
Cycle continuing.
Access tier recognized. Preview permissions granted. Environment parameters restricted. Invitation arrives in a quiet little wave. Early access granted to the voices that behave. Preview, build environment carefully arranged where every rough mechanic has been softened or changed. Doors open early but the hallway stays short. A guided little corridor, a favorable report. First act polished smooth like a showroom machine, while the deeper architecture waits off screen. No crashes, no friction, no tension in sight. Just a clean little surface reflecting the light. A version of the product built to travel the stream, not the one that players eventually see. The garden is curated, the pathways refined, where every early judgment shapes the public mind. And the signal that spreads through the common cascade starts inside the version of the world that was made.
Controlled access, windows carefully framed. Controlled access, truth selectively named. Controlled access, preview vision aligned. Controlled access, shaping the public mind.
Creators move quickly, upload begins. Certainty forming before playthroughs within. A verdict assembled from guided terrain where the system behaves like a perfectly trained. Every headline echoes a similar tone. Confidence rising from time barely shown. The rhythm of coverage accelerating the spread, while the real complications sleep deeper ahead. Not lies in the language, not fraud in the view, just limits on what you are allowed to pursue. The structure of influence quiet and clean. A narrative built from a carefully seen. And the audience watching receives the result. A confident chorus that feels like a cult. Before the real system begins to appear, the engine already secured the career.
Controlled access, windows carefully framed. Controlled access, truth selectively named. Controlled access, preview vision aligned. Controlled access, shaping the public mind.
Preview window closing. Coverage metrics rising. Audience perception stabilized. Preview cycle initializing. Evaluation window detected. Playtime threshold insufficient. Hours in and the verdict appears. Confidence blooming before it's deserved. First act polished like glass on a shelf, while deeper mechanics still speak for themselves. The safest terrain of the system explored. Just long enough time for an upload reward. A headline assembled with confident speed, while half of the design hasn't started to breathe. The Toria pace is still got in the hand. Difficulty sleeping somewhere deeper in sand. Economies waiting to open the gates. Narratives building the heavier weights, but the clock of the coverage refuses delay, because presence is power inside of the play. Whoever appears with the earliest view becomes the authority shaping the truth.
10-hour review, stopwatch says otherwise. 10-hour review, confidence synthesized. 10-hour review, system barely
judgment already sealed. Players will spend 60, 70 nights mapping the systems and learning the fights. Economy shifting as hours unfold. Stories expanding the deeper you go. But the verdict was drafted before the design had even the courtesy time to unwind. The upload arrived with impressive speed. Authority formed from a fragment of feed. 10 hours they're claiming the voice of the show. Yet timelines reveal something different below. 10 minutes of footage, 10 minutes of sound. Enough for a headline to travel around. The rhythm of coverage rewards the first claim. Not patience, not depth, not the shape of the game. And slowly the culture begins to accept that fragments of play can masquerade depth. 10-hour review, stopwatch says otherwise. 10-hour review, confidence synthesized. 10-hour review, system barely revealed. 10-hour review, judgment already sealed. Evaluation cycle incomplete. Public verdict propagated. Engagement. Escalation preparing. Global market detected. Primary commodity.
Human attention.
Transaction volume. Billions. The product is not what the audience buys. The product is time in the viewer's eyes. Screens became storefronts for moments of focus. Attention itself became something to broker. Billions of dollars moved through the space. Digital goods in a virtual place. Items and currencies crossing the net. Markets that barely existed before the internet. Microtransactions repeating all day. Tiny exchanges that quietly stay. Invisible rivers of money and trade. Flowing through systems the players have made. Global payments crossing the wire. One click converts attention to buyer. Distance collapses when value is digital. Money now moves through a network invisible. Attention market. Time is the thing that they sell. Attention market. Focus becomes the new wealth. Attention market. Eyes on the screen of the tray. Attention market. Billions move quietly each day. Flourishes building economies inside. Currencies players convert and provide. Items and skins that exist in the cloud. Value determined by clicks from the crowd. Creators receive a percentage of flow. Sponsors appear where the audience go. Every flies and follows the heat of the stream. Money arrives where the numbers are seen. Follower counts become financial lanes. Engagement numbers convert into gains. Once you command what the audience sees, influence spreads with alarming ease. Not just entertainment shaping the field. Influence markets quietly revealed. Attention itself becomes measurable trade. A commodity priced by the views that are made. Attention market. Time is the thing that they sell. Attention market. Focus becomes the new wealth. Attention market. Eyes on the screen of the tray. Attention market. Billions move quietly each day. when attention becomes the primary good. Every system adapts like it should. Algorithms learning to capture the eye. Feeds engineered to prevent saying goodbye. Speed and reaction become the demand. By-through reflection no longer can stand. Depth loses ground when the metric is reached. Visibility grows through repetition and speech. The engine expands with each passing year. Every new platform repeats the same gear. Attention collected then quietly sold. The modern economy turning to gold. Commodity identified.
Human attention.
Market status. Expanding. Expanding.
User behavior monitored. Preference model updating. Authority waiting. Recalculated.
Subscriber numbers floating beside every name. Metrics replace experience in the game. Crowds follow signals the algorithm boosts. Trust manufactured through digital proofs.
People stop asking who finished the play, who spent the hours required to say. Instead they measure the audience size, authority forming before they analyze. Audience training, trust what the numbers display. Engagement waiting, authority recalibrated to today. Audience training, visibility becomes the guide. Preference learning, signal amplification applied.
First impressions arrive through the feed. Influencers planted to capture the lead. Reviews before players experience the world. Narrative shaping how judgment is formed.
Every opinion begins with the stream. Not from the game, but the influencer screen. Audiences trained through repetition to reach. Learning exactly what signals to treat.
Viewer preference model stabilized. Authority waiting confirmed.
Soon the audience no longer demands proof of the work behind the command. Numbers alone become reason to trust. Influence rising through algorithmic thrust.
Metrics replaced with knowledge once meant. Expertise buried beneath engagement. People begin to believe what they see, not through experience, through visibility.
Audience training, trust flows wherever they point. Cycle continuing, authority metrics anoint. Audience training, signal becomes what survives. Engagement stable, system continually drives. When numbers decide who is trusted to speak, truth becomes whatever the algorithm repeats. Algorithm repeats. Algorithm repeats.
Preview protocol active. Audience cultivation phase initializing. Engagement vectors preparing.
Before the code of the product ever reaches the feed, the seeds of the coverage are quietly agreed. Controlled little glimpses of curated design, where every impression is carefully aligned. A screenshot appears and the headlines ignite. A dozen perspectives repeating the bite. A phrase from the trailer, a phrase from the pitch. Recycled and polished and stitched to the niche. A preview environment cleaned of the seams. A God crowding the features, presented as dreams. The edges are hidden, the pressure concealed, the deeper mechanics intentionally sealed. Speed is the currency driving the race. First voice in the algorithm captures the space, and everyone watching the signal cascade believes the excitement is naturally made.
Hype seeding, signal planted in the stream. Hype seeding, plant the promise, sell the dream. Hype seeding, watch the metrics start to rise. Hype seeding, before the player ever tries.
Ten hours of gameplay becomes a decree, a verdict constructed from partiality. The first act performing its safest routine, while deeper sisters remain off the screen. The commentary spreads like a synchronized wave, a chorus of certainty confidently gave. The rhythm of coverage driving the flow, where knowledge is smaller than presence of show. Not lies in the language, not fraud in the tone, just angles of vision selectively shown. A system of influence shaping the field, where truth is delayed and perception revealed. The audience listens, the cycle begins. Engagement emerging from planet opinions. Before the experience reaches the core, the narrative finished, the engine is warm.
Hype seeding, signal planted in the stream. Hype seeding, plant the promise, sell the dream. Hype seeding, watch the metrics start to rise. Hype seeding, before the player ever tries.
Preview phase complete. Engagement growth detected. Audience commitment probability rising. Next stage preparing. Preview protocol active. Audience cultivation phase initializing. Engagement vectors preparing.
Before the code of the product ever reaches the feed, the seeds of the coverage are quietly agreed. Controlled little glimpses of curated design, where every impression is carefully aligned. A screenshot appears and the headlines ignite. A dozen perspectives repeating the bite. A phrase from the trailer, a phrase from the pitch. Recycled and polished and stitched to the niche. A preview environment cleaned up the seams. A garden of features presented as dreams. The edges are hidden, the pressure concealed. The deeper mechanics intentionally sealed. Speed is the currency driving the race. First voice in the algorithm captures the space, and everyone watching the signal cascade believes the excitement is naturally made.
Hype seeding, signal planted in the stream. Hype seeding, plant the promise, sell the dream. Hype seeding, watch the metrics start to rise. Hype seeding, before the player ever tries.
10 hours of gameplay becomes a decree, a verdict constructed from partiality. The first act performing its safest routine, while deep assistants remain off the screen. The commentary spreads like a synchronized wave, a chorus of certainty confidently gave. The rhythm of coverage driving the flow, where knowledge is smaller than presence of show. Not lies in the language, not fraud in the tone, just angles of vision selectively shown. A system of influence shaping the field, where truth is delayed and perception revealed. The audience listens, the cycle begins. Engagement emerging from planet opinions. Before the experience reaches the core, the narrative finished, the engine is warm.
Hype seeding, signal planted in the stream. Hype seeding, plant the promise, sell the dream. Hype seeding. Watch the metrics start to rise. Hype seeding. Before the player ever tries.
10 hours of gameplay becomes the decree. A verdict constructive from partiality. The first act performing its safest routine, while deeper systems remain off the screen.
The commentary spreads like a synchronized wave. A chorus of certainty confidently gave the rhythm of coverage, driving the flow where knowledge is smaller than presence of show. Not lies in the language, not fraud in the tone, just angles of vision selectively shown. A system of influence shaping the field where truth is delayed and perception revealed.
From planet opinions, before the experience reaches the core. The narrative finished, the engine is warm.
Hype seeding, signal planet in the stream. Hype seeding, plant the promise of the dream. Watch the metrics start to rise. Hype seeding before the player ever tries.
10 hours of gameplay becomes the decree.